Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Yes, Your Grace. Our wedding preparations are finished. We haven't managed to kick out the people, the Radovians, who we had to kick out. Let's see what happens. Oh, buy all grades for the wedding. Yay, apart from the dress. Kings of Devon and... Echem. I assume. I'm overwhelmed by the beauty of my new wife here. I'll enjoy the company, I'm sure. And oh dear. Can someone help the young prince? Just nervousness, that's all. Oh, no need. I'm up. Like I said, company, my wife. Yes. Here's to that. Forgive me, Father said I should make some kind of speech. I wasn't sure what to say. I hope I didn't offend you. That's an interesting choice of dress. It's all we could afford. Oh. I was a good lad. I wouldn't let you marry someone inappropriate. You know that, right, Luculia? A bit clumsy, to be sure, but he'll grow out of it. I don't think either of them want to get married. Your Grace! Men from Rodovia. You didn't manage to clear their outpost? I hope this is nothing serious. A nearby village was raided. They've kidnapped the blacksmith's children. We'll deal with this later. I'll have my general check this out as soon as I have time. Yes, Your Grace. I'll be on my way, if you will excuse me. Tell us about the Rodovians. This seals the deal, Eric. You get the army, I get full access to the archives. I wasn't sure if you would honor your bargain, Eric. I'm a man of my word. Oh, well, you'd say that if you weren't. I suppose you are. The party went on, everyone was busy eating fancy food, drinking the finest wine. The band was first class too. I looked for him everywhere. Served every pot, even the kitchen. Don't worry, we'll find him, Sidani. This salad looks surprisingly flavoursome. What is it? A Caladice recipe? Ha! Did you see her dress? She would have worn a rag and you wouldn't have been able to tell the difference. These snails are extremely undercooked. Phew. What snails? That's not part of the menu. Smudge! Oh no! Thought it went better than anyone expected. Not Smudge. Smudge didn't. I think I've spent enough time with the guests. I really need to get back to the archives, so if you don't mind, I will take my leave, Eric. Tell us, Your Grace, leaving so early. Toast, drink at least one more with us. See, perfect timing, Your Grace. Is this a poison? Will I get some peace after that? To the young couple. Until the ill-fated toast, that is. Eric, do something! Send for the doctor. Don't just stand there, idiots. You're the king. Go. Talis was on the ground before anyone had a chance to react. I did notice a timer click down. I hope there's not more of those. He's not... Is he? No, he is. Or was. Father? Your Grace? Father? How could you? Eric, how could you ever allow for this to happen? You have accommodated us in your castle, which we're grateful for, but this is beyond our beliefs. Failed as a host, are responsible for the event. How? The king of Atana, Talis, is dead. Evo, you're Talis' only son. You have no choice but to take the burden of the crown upon yourself. Go ahead, Ivo. Eric, I can't believe this. As the new king of Atana, my first order is to withhold the armies my father promised. I don't like that game. You have me jump through all the hoops to get the things and make the wedding as good as possible, and then, oh, it's meaningless. You've also returned the gold. Your Grace, it appears the King Eric has already managed to spend all of it. Pathetic. King Advern, you're responsible for Talis' death. I'm not. Unless otherwise can be proven upon a royal trial. Whose royal trial? This is so dumb! This is in my... This is in my kingdom! Talenta Vern will not receive support from Etana. Okay, so you're not keeping your oaths as a kingdom. Lucilia, pack your things. We're taking my father home. No, Lucilia's staying here. You're not married. The marriage was contingent on this deal. No, you can't do that. The wedding is over. As I've said, the marriage still stands. No, it doesn't. It doesn't, because they've not. No, the marriage can be. The marriage is annulled. The marriage is not counted because no, that's not how marriages work. This isn't how anything works. Have courage, my darling. Are you talking to me or Lucilia? No, he doesn't have the right. I can hire a new agent. That's not. They'll be listed here. To make an agent available in the next week, you'll need to pay them. Click on the button with their name, and then, yeah. Right. Marriages. There are several legal requirements for marriages, and one is consummation. That hasn't happened yet. So, if that hasn't happened yet, they're not officially legally married. And she's not. She can stay. Like, you're the ones breaking your word. Flipping heck. This is wrong on so many levels. Like, factually wrong. Not even getting into the morality of just assuming I'm guilty. Because now the thing is, why can't I turn around and say, what if one of you did it so that so that the lad could take the throne and you can control him more easily? You've got a princess who's, because I don't have any sons first in line to my throne, and you get to control 2 kingdoms. This is so dumb. And I want to enjoy it. Week 10. That's all I can recall, Your Grace. Considering how much I drank that night, it's quite remarkable I remember anything. Surely you can remember more. See anything suspicious? Anyone wandering off where they shouldn't? Lady Lena was staring at Lucilia's dress a bit too much, if you ask me, but nothing else, I'm afraid. We're glad your daughter's been found safe and well. I think we've examined all the guests, Your Grace. We haven't heard anything out of the ordinary. Tell us the soldiers were the main bulk of our army. Yes, that was the whole flipping point of this game. Don't rub it in. Solving the murder case will surely convince Ivo to aid us in battle. Whoever did poison Talus must have planned it out to the smallest detail. If you find any leads, do let me know, Your Grace. Talus wasn't anyone's favourite person, but you need to have a very good reason to murder the King of Etana. I mean, you'd have to have a very good reason to murder anyone. It may not be logical or sensible, but it'd be a good reason to you. It's how things... Wow, I'm already really annoyed. Let's not lose focus on our main goal. Redovia won't wait for us to resolve this. In this situation, we shan't rely on Ivo's army. We need to seek help from other lords, in case we can't convince Ivo in time. As for the army, we will need to reach out to neighbouring lords, make allies, sign treaties. Sounds like you're in quite a pickle, Your Grace. You're still here? Speaking of allies, treaties, etc. I mean, actually, what's the point? No, what's the point, game? You've already said, hey, here's this really good alliance. We're just going to tear it up. How can I trust you as a game, as a narrative, to not to throw out those alliances as well? I have a hefty army waiting for orders. I can throw in some extra gold and supplies. 230 men and 6 gold. What's the catch? You don't want something in return, I presume. Lurs from Pendle, what? He stopped delivering spices to my associates in Branca. Turmeric, caraway, anise, foods as bland as well as anything. Persuade Lurs to renew the deliveries. My men will aid you in battle. I'll see what can be done. Very well, Your Grace. We should invite Lurs over, see what we can do. I've also marked areas of interest on the map. Might be worth checking them. Maybe we can find a piece of gold or 2. We don't know when Redovia will show up, but we need to start preparing for the battle as soon as possible. I've made a note of things we can do on our weekly summary, Your Grace. We should be able to deny payments for our agents. You can't expect them to work if you don't pay them, but at least we can save a coin. Maintaining our armies will also cost us supplies. It only gets more difficult from now on, Your Grace. Here are the petitioners. Perhaps the servant will shine some light on the case. You can now use the map to explore locations and help locals try to gain extra resources. Open the map below. Yeah, so I can send agents to investigate. Except I don't have any, even though I paid for my general. We should see what's going on with spices. Would you like to invite Lurs, Your Grace? Yes, go on. Let's invite him. Open the allies. He can be invited from there. Ooh, okay. Yeah, they offer various things. So we can do that. But I can't do anything with that because he's a liar and a cheat. So there we go. Ah, my general. There we go. North Post was crawling with Rodovian scum. Managed to dispatch most of them. Yay. Ooh. So I could send him off somewhere else, but I'll wait and see what these guys are up to. This is the servant who provided the drink. You have called me, Your Grace. Tell me what happened during the wedding night. I don't know, Your Grace. I was only bringing food and drinks, like I was told. I'm sorry, Your Grace. I swear, I did nothing by the gods. Please don't punish me. I swear, I didn't know these drinks were poisoned. I only picked them up from the kitchen and brought them to ceremony. I swear I didn't know, Your Grace. Calm down. I wasn't saying you did anything. We're just trying to get to the bottom of this. Promise on my family, I know nothing. But the dungeon guard might know something. He has mentioned he saw someone in the wine cellar that night. I don't know anything else, though, I swear. That narrows our search, then. You may go, but don't leave Davern until after the royal trial. Thank you, Your Grace. Let's go while I remember. How can I help you, Your Grace? You know something about Talis' death. Tell me what happened during the night. The servant said you saw someone? Saw someone? No, but I found this. Some kind of tooth, I think. How did you obtain this item? I was guarding the prisoners, Your Grace. Well, I might have had a drink or two with the other guards. It was a time to celebrate, after all. It was. I never left the dungeons, of course. Until the end of my watch, that is. What happened at the end of your watch? I was doing the usual check of all the cellars. Yes, a little unsteady, but that's where I found the tooth. Where did you find it? In the wine cellar, Your Grace. I didn't see anyone going in there, though. They probably crept in while you were busy drinking. I'm sorry, Your Grace. I really didn't mean for anything bad to happen. Okay. Nothing useful, overly useful there. Are we already done? We have arrived. Etana is nothing like Tavern. The vast streets of Hagos expand endlessly, it seems. Asalia would love to get lost in here. The journey was tiring. Views have compensated for everything. Dani would have made your ears fall off with her questions if she saw the landscapes here. The cliffs and rocks span across the whole of Etana. It all makes you feel very small. Top of all these rocks, there lies Hagos, like a nest looking over everything. Now I understand why they use the griffin as their banner. I'm really sorry for the last weeks we spent together. Hug mother for me. Yours, Lasulia. Etana can be very pretty. Her people are liars and scoundrels, though. Also very dangerous. You don't want to be caught out in the rural windstorms. We should reply to Lasulia. Tell her it's good to hear from her. What should I ask her about? I'm not sure. Maybe the girls have some questions. Let me know when you're ready to write the letter. Okay. My son is a disgrace to the family. I sent him to gather some brushwood in the forest. Turns out he's too dumb to find a way back home. Do you think you could help us find him? I mean, there's no rush. General will find. Sure, his men can track your boy down. I'll talk some sense into the loafer. Once he's found, of course. Okay, so now we'll go and ask people about what to say back to Lasulia. Yes, father? Lasulia sent a letter. Sister has arrived safely in Etana. She said you would love it there. I'm sure I would if I ever got to leave this castle. You'd be able to leave if you behaved better. Yeah, right. When you write to Luli, can you ask her about Ivo? What is he like? Just can't imagine having to leave here and live with some strange man. Is there any free space in the letter? I'll ask her. Thank you. Stay safe. So, ask her about Ivo. Is that just it? Oh no. Your Grace. Australia wrote a letter. I'm about to reply something to her. Do you want me to say anything from you? Oh, yes. Tell her I'm taking her bedchamber. Mother, let me. Oh, no. Tell her Asalia is reading a diary. No, that's not right. I have very limited space, Potato Head. I can only say one thing? Yes. It's too big of a decision. Come to you later when I think of something good enough. Don't worry about it too much. She will write more letters. First one is the most important. Well, come and see me whenever you're ready. How are you doing? Is everything alright? Last week's events were quite distressing for all of us. I don't understand why this would happen. How could someone eat Smudge? Dusty is gone, now Smudge is... Well, Smudge is 6 feet underground. Then again, I couldn't dig that deep, so I just covered him with a rock. It's so boring here without Luli. You promised you'd just convince her to stay. Is she even going to visit us? Of course she will. Let's give her some time to settle in first, then we'll arrange to bring her for a dinner. Do you think she could bring Dusty? I don't think so. He's a cat. They don't like to be locked him in a cage for hours. I'll find a new pet before she comes then. Goodbye. What we said I could read the evidence here. Let's take a look. Question suspects. Seek expert. Okay, how do I do that? Big pointing animal or monster tooth. We don't have big creatures around the castle. Someone must have lost it. How do I leave? No, I didn't mean to press that. Ah! That's annoying. I did not mean to press that. 5 boosts to contentment, one-time use. General will be available during the battle. Training grounds will give me more troops as I go. That gets me more areas, but we haven't used all the areas we've got. It would be nice to have another general, which I assume the game would probably take away from me, based on what... Because the only other way of getting a general was from Talus. So then the general gets taken from you because the game is evil. So I messed up because I didn't send him a letter. So now I've misclicked and it's now going to be a mess. Because now I probably won't be able to send a message back, and then she's going to be like, "Oh, you didn't send me a message." Flipping heck. I'm playing this because I was getting frustrated at other games. Oh, the ironing. Oh, I don't have a general anymore. Oh, there's Lurs. Oh, yeah. Enemy of service. Oh, right. Oh, I can say... Alright, no. No, okay. Oh, I can do it now. Okay. Investigation progress. Prepared a table for you, the overview. When we find evidence, they will be shown there, together with the information we've gathered about each one. We can question lords about the items we have found so far. Okay. You've called me, Your Grace. I have this animal tooth. Can you tell me anything about it? Looks like a healthy animal, no holes or chips. Not sure what animal it could have come from. Not much of an expert on beasts. Spices. You've stopped supplying Branka with some resources. Spices, I believe. Expect you've been speaking to Etten. He trades my spices with Prakis to get fortune dabs. What? Some call it Dipu Dabu. But it's most commonly known by the name of Oracle Dust. If heard about Rodovia, I can help if you aid me in return. What's Oracle Dust? It has medicinal uses, of course, but also recreational, highly addictive. It's particularly popular amongst priests and the like. Something that's spiritual enlightenment. Makes a lot of coin, but ultimately costs people's lives. I'm in no part in this. Shame I'm losing sales, though. Prakis? That's far away. I've heard enough. Grace, I urge you to help me curtail Etten's plans. Do not buy any Oracle Dust. If you hear of anyone trying to sell dust, don't hesitate to put them in dungeons. If anything suspicious happens, make sure I'm the first to know. If you do the right thing here, be sure that my army will stand by your side when the war begins. 200 soldiers and 6 supplies. I heard Etten is selling dust near Kaski. First step in the right direction would be to stop their deliveries. I will first talk to Etten. I will see what Lord Etten has to say about this first. Just don't let that buffoon get under your skin, Your Grace. That is all for now. As you wish.